Hello students, good morning. Today we shall start with the important topic, the last topic called as the marketing. So marketing, it is a new topic which is introduced this year, and the marketing, it carries the 15 marks for your examination. So from the examination point of view, it is very important. The business services, it carries the 20 marks without option. With option, it is 27, and the marketing, it is for 15 marks without option, and with option it is 20 marks. So from the examination of point of view, it is very important, and the topic is also very easy to understand. So we shall begin with the marketing today. So in this topic, we are going to study the meaning and definition of marketing, the concept of market, then the types of market which is given, but this year the types of market, it is not there for your exam. So that aspect, that part is exempted. For your examination, the types of market is not there. Then we have to study the importance of marketing, then the functions of marketing and marketing mix. So this much we have to study regarding the marketing is concerned. So as regarding the marketing is concerned, so in the modern world, the marketing it plays a very important role in every walk of life. The marketing is needed. So it may be the business field, or even it may be the non-business field. In all such a field, the marketing is very essential. Even in case of education, we come across that is the need for a marketing. So the marketing is very crucial, it is very important. Every businessman, in order to earn the more and more amount of a profit, they want to sell the goods and services, and in order to sell the goods and services, they have to capture the more and more market for their product and the services. So in order to capture such a market, so the marketing is needed. So we have to discuss with the marketing. So before we shall start with the marketing, first we shall begin with the concept of market. We shall study first what is meant by market, and then we shall study regarding the marketing. So as regarding the market is concerned, the term market, it is derived from the Latin language. It is derived from the Latin language called as mercatus. So mercatus, which means that is the trade, or that is a place where business is transacted. So that is called as the market. So in a simple word, market means it is a place where the buying and selling of goods and services is done with exchange of, that is the money or a money's worth. So that is called as the market. So as regarding the market is concerned, the market has a different, that is the meaning. The different, that is the definitions of a market are given, or even there are different, that is the concepts of the market. So we have to study the different, that is the concept of a market. On the basis of that is the feature or that is the importance, the different, that is the concepts are being established. As regarding the concept of a marketing is concerned, the traditional concept was confined only to the place, but now that is the concept of a marketing has also changed, and we come across the different concepts of the market. So there are different concepts of a market which are given to you. That is, the first one is the place concept, second one is the commodity concept of a market, then the exchange concept of a market, then the area concept of a market, and last that is the demand concept or the customer concept of a market, and last one is the space or digital concept of a market. So these are the different, that is the concepts of the markets are there. So the name itself suggests regarding the concept of marketing, the market is concerned. Now we shall begin with the first one, that is the place concept. So as regarding the place concept is concerned, the place concept, it gives the stress or the importance on the place is concerned. So according to this, that is the place concept means where the buyer and the seller come together for exchange of goods and services, and in such, that is the place, the exchange of goods and services is done. So that is called as the place concept. So the place, it plays a very important role. All the, that is the goods are to be brought at a place, and then the buyer and the seller, they come together, they meet to each other, and they exchange the goods and services with the money or money's worth. So that is called as the place, that is the concept of a market. So here in this case, the buyer and the seller, there must be the two parties, they should come together and exchange, that is the goods and services. So in olden days, that is the place plays a very important role. The physically meeting of both the parties, the two and more parties, is very important. They meet at a place, and then they exchange the goods and services. Like as regarding the place concept is concerned, we say that that is the vegetable market is there, or as regarding the retail market is there, the wholesale market is there. So here in this case, the place plays a important. Then next one is the commodity concept of a market. So the commodity concept, again the name itself suggests that the importance is given on the commodity, where the place is not important. So here in this case, that is the commodity plays a very important role. The buying and selling of goods and services, and such, that is the goods and services are exchanged. So the commodity is important. The commodity means, that is the, it may be the cloth market or the vegetable market or the fish market. So such, that is the importance of the commodity is given. So that is called as the commodity market, like the share market, the bullion market, where the commodity plays a very important role. Then the exchange concept of a market. So as regarding the exchange concept of a market is concerned, so exchange concept means exchange of goods and services. Exchange of goods and services in between the buyer and the seller. with a free consent as well as the mutual trust. Free consent and the mutual trust plays a very important. So here in this case, the goods and services are to be exchanged freely. Means both the parties, they must agree for selling such a goods and services. And here in this case, free means what? That there should not be any kind of a, that is the fraud or the misunderstanding or the coercion, or that is the undue influence on other party should not be there. So that is called as the exchange concept, free exchange. Both the parties must have a trust, they must have a trust, and such that is the parties, they should come together and they exchange the goods and services. There should not be any kind of a fraud, there should not be any kind of a cheating. So that is called as the free consent. Both the parties, they must agree willingly, and then they should sell such a goods and services. There should not be any kind of a misunderstanding, there should not be any kind of a fraud or the coercion or the undue influence should not be there. So that is called as the exchange concept of a market is concerned. Then the fourth one is the area concept of a market. So again, this also gives the emphasis on, that is the area. So the buyer and the seller, they should come together and they exchange the goods and services in that, that is the vicinity where the buyer and the seller, they fix, that is the price of that, that is the area. It means in area in which they are dealing, and that is called as the area concept of a marketing is concerned. In certain area, in the decided area, that is the goods, that is the price for the goods and services is different, and if you sell these goods in a other area, then the price of that product is different. So that is called as the area concept. Like take for example, that is the Amul products are concerned. The Amul products which are sold in certain vicinity where it is clearly mentioned, if the goods are sold in Maharashtra or Gujarat, the price is so and so, and if the goods are sold beyond such, that is the area, the price may differ. So that is called as the area concept of a market is concerned. Or even if you take, that is the petrol or the petrol products are concerned, where it is produced, the price are different, there the price is different, and if the goods are sold to other countries, the prices are different. So that is called as the area concept of a market is concerned. Then next one is the demand concept or the customer concept. So demand concept or the customer concept is concerned, wherein that is the demand for the product. We say that the demand is there for certain product, that is demand is there, the customer, they prefer certain type of a product. So that is called as the demand. Demand means that is the need for the goods and services, the need for goods and services. In economics we call it as in economics, that is the demand concept of a market is there. Demand means what? Willingness. So the customer must buy the product, they must ready to purchase the product. So that is called as the demand concept. Now the demand concept plays a very important. The businessman, they study the demand for the product and accordingly they try to capture the market for such, that is the product. So that is called as the demand concept. So the demand concept is to be studied, and from that angle, that is the goods are to be produced and then these goods are to be sold. So that is called as the demand concept of a market. Nowadays, that is the demand for certain product. The demand, we say that the demand has shifted from such product to the another product, or we say that there is no demand for the real estate. The demand for the real estate has reduced, and the demand for nowadays, that is the medical, that is the product or the medicine has increased, or the demand for sanitizer has increased. So such, that is the demand, that is called as the demand market. The need for the goods and services, that market that is said to be the demand concept of a market. Then last one is the space or the digital concept of a market. So it is a very, that is the new concept. So the demand the digital concept, due to that is the information and the technology, the digital market or the space market has came into existence. All that is the information which is needed, all such information needed by the customer, so that is exchanged through such a digital market with the help of the various, that is the devices, the electronic devices, that is the mobile is there, the internet is there, or even that is the computers are there. So by using such a electronic, that is the devices, the buying and selling of the goods and services is done. So that is called as the digital market or the space market. All such information which is needed by the customer regarding the product, that is the quality of the product, the cost of the product, or the various other features of the product, everything is exchanged with the help of a, that is the digital market is concerned. So that is called as the digital market. So these are all the various concept of a market. So the market is not just confined with the place, or it is not confined only with the commodity, or it is not confined only with the exchange or the area, but the market is concerned, market is called to all such a all together. So market means not just coming together physically and exchanging the goods and services, but the marketing means the market means that is the meeting of a buyer and the seller, not physically, but the meeting of a mind is essential. So the buyer and the seller, they may meet with the help of any, that is the means of a communication, with the help of a means of communication, like that is the telephone is there, the mobile is there, or the computers are there. So the meeting of the mind is essential, and whatever the information is needed, the buyer and the seller, they can exchange such, that is the information, and then they can sell the goods and services. So the concept of a market has changed. It is not only the place concept, it is not only the commodity concept, or it is not only the area concept. So all together we call it as the market. So this is as regarding the market is concerned. So in our next lecture we have to study the marketing. So the types of market is not there for your exam, and we have to begin with the meaning and the definition of marketing.